Welcome back to your weekly roundup of everything that happened in Zenless Zone Zero, where we will cover everything that you missed inside and outside of the game. This week, we've got some very exciting news for what's to come in the not-so-distant future, and that's the possibility of a new agent almost as broken as Miyabi. But first, in-game news. Some events are already underway. Of course, that is the flower arranging event and the Bamboo Bash event, where you can try and sweat out for some ranked rewards. Do remember though to do the flower arranging event, as this is going to be the only way to get copies of the new A rank overtime boo, as it is a limited time reward. And it also gives a pretty decent amount of polychrome as well, to be honest, since apparently everyone in New Eridu wants flowers. But upcoming though for this week, on Friday is the Savor the Flavor citywide delivery event, which is where Chef Boo at the bread store will task you with delivering orders to various people around the city. Speaking of Friday though, as usual, that also means that this week will be a Deadly Assault reset, with the three bosses this week being Bringer, the Unknown Corruption Complex, which is the multi-legged boss, and Pompeii. But aside from a new week, it's also a new month of May, so this is going to be your friendly reminder to buy out whatever you need from the monthly resetting shop at Scott Outpost, and also the discounted rolls in the Signal shop, as well as the A-rank mindscapes for Seth or Corin if you do need some of those. But next up though, social media stuff, and let's start off with the most important thing of all, and that is of course that last week on the 21st was Trigger's birthday. So happy birthday to Trigger and anyone else whose birthday it is anytime soon. Like for example, my brother, whose birthday is today actually, so happy birthday big bro. Otherwise, if you somehow missed all of the craze, the other big social media posts were the drip marketing for patch 2.0, featuring 3 characters all from the Yunkui Summit. First off, we had Yi Xuan and Pan Yinhu shown off at the same time, meaning that this will likely be the first banner, with Pan Yinhu being the A rank since his teaser was just a still image, and then of course Yi Xuan as the S rank. And secondly, Ju Fufu, the Jufu cutest, was revealed and will then of course be the second banner. Now, to be fair, this really should not be a surprise to anyone. We knew they were coming in Season 2, and with the teasing of Ju Fufu and Yi Xuan in the latest patches, of course, it's a no-brainer that they would be coming very soon. But more importantly, are their classes and elements. Firstly, Pan Yinhu is a physical defender, so it's nice to see that we're finally getting a gander at maybe what a possible defender could be. Granted, it is an A rank, so I don't think we should be expecting much, like how Caesar is kinda a busted supporter, but it will be interesting to see how they envision defenders moving forward. Next up is Ju Fufu, who is going to be a fire stunner, but Yi Xuan has a lot going on. Not only does she have a special element, but she has a special class, and she has a special symbol next to her name, where the only other time this has happened was for Miyabi. So this is your very early warning that you should probably start thinking about saving up your polychromes, or maybe even rethink some of your pull plans in case you want to pick up any of these agents in the future. I'll be honest, odds are I'm going to be rolling for Yi Xuan, but deep down, I think I kinda like Ju Fufu a bit more. We never got to actually hear her voice in game, but she just sounds so happy to be here, which is great, and the little quote interactions are adorable, like Yi Xuan simply calling her Fufu or the super scary tiger. Now, you know what won't require you to spend polychromes though, is a new set of character avatars, this time featuring Vivian and Hugo. These are of course free to download using the link in the description down below. Speaking of Vivian, there is also a Twitter giveaway for Phaethon's #1 fan, where you have a chance to win a finger skateboard charm or a set of 6th Street building blocks. And all you have to do is follow the official Zenless Zone Zero Twitter account and vote for any of the options on the linked tweet in the description below. But now, although we've only gotten small teasers for them, let's start speculating about the new agents, because there's quite a bit to talk about. Firstly, in the promotional image for the agents, where it shows quotes from other people, on Pan Yinhu's page, one of the speakers is Yi Xuan. Now, unless this is another one of Kanye West's crazy antics, there is a chance that this could possibly be referring to the mysterious girl we see in the reflection of water at the end of the Season 2 trailer. And then, as for Yi Xuan, the talk of the town is what do those symbols mean? For the element, the closest regular element symbol that this looks like is the ether element, since both have a 4-pointed star on them, so it might be something similar to Miyabi, who had the frost element, which was a bit of an altered ice symbol. As for the claw symbol, I don't know, beats me, that looks like something completely new. All other symbols have a circle around them, with a sort of emblem in the middle, except for the defenders who just have a shield and no circle around them. But for the symbol next to her name, it's hard to say because we really only have one example so far, but the only other time that a symbol was used next to a name was to denote a Void Hunter for Miyabi. Now, to be fair, the symbol here though is clearly not the same Void Hunter symbol. But who knows, maybe each Void Hunter has their own symbol, like the Infinity Stones or something. Although to be fair, in the original lore trailer that mentions Void Hunters for the first time, only one symbol was shown. Something that is interesting though is that on each of their character sheets, the three agents have a symbol next to their name. Pan Yinhu's is a flame of sorts, Ju Fufu's is a circle with a character in the middle, and Yi Xuan's is the same symbol that appears next to her name. These are not the faction symbol because that is just the type of talisman with the name on it, but maybe these symbols are something unique to the Wi-Fi Peninsula. Who knows? New area, maybe new systems. So it's possible that Yi Xuan is just whatever the Wi-Fi Peninsula equivalent is of a Void Hunter. Hence why they would refer to her as a Void Hunter rank Special Investigator, because maybe that's the only thing that we would be able to understand because we are not familiar with their ranking systems. Now, one thing that is unfortunate is that now I feel like Hugo and Lighter's banners just became a lot less appealing for most people. Honestly, I feel like this is becoming a sign though. Whenever a new limited S-rank male banner appears, get ready for a ridiculous follow-up banner. And also, especially if you see a Lighter banner. Bro is 2 for 2 on having super special agents be right after his banner. Now, not only is it a brand new special element and class agents that are appearing, but in Lighter's case, we have a brand new Fire Stunner too, a big overlap with his typing. Now, as a silver lining, for those of you who maybe still want to try and pull for Hugo and Lighter, maybe I could give some reasons why you may still want to. Firstly, there has been a tradition of the devs releasing agents back to back that synergize really well together. Qingyi into Shiyen, Lighter and Yanagi into Miyabi, Astra and Evelyn, Soldier Anby and Trigger. But honestly, Vivian and Hugo don't necessarily work well together with each other. Now, arguably, maybe instead what they did for this was that they made the reruns work together. Jane for Vivian, and then Lighter for Hugo. But if that is not the case, who knows, maybe Hugo will somehow end up working really well with Yi Xuan. Although it's probably more likely that Yi Xuan and Ju Fufu will be the dream team. But coming back to Lighter though, something I think that is a bit more possible is that there are good odds that we will be getting 2 new disc sets as usual with patch 2.0. One will assuredly be geared for Yi Xuan, but the other, depending on how Ju Fufu's kit works, it might end up also working really well for Lighter, since he is also a Fire Stunner. And in fact, we have seen this happen before. When Haramasa came out, he didn't have any special discs catered for him. But when Soldier Anby came out, who was the same class and element, the disc set that was made for her also happened to work really well for Haramasa. But of course, we can't really tell for sure how things will turn out. The nice thing though is that at least we will find out more about the Yunkui Summit and any potential new discs whenever the 2.0 livestream does take place, which will still be during the Hugo and Lighter banners. So my advice is wait until we get official details and then you can make a choice. As always, we can't tell for sure, so all we can do is hope and pray for now. Otherwise, as always, thank you all for watching until the end. If you enjoyed the video, liking, commenting and subscribing is greatly appreciated. So I will see you all next time. Bye bye.